It's Saturday night at the Wrenthorpe Palladium. Did you think I'd stumble? Did you think I'd stall? Without you there to catch me, I would fall. I'm doing fine, thank you. I don't need your safety net. My life is so much simpler. Not quite as much as could be said for this broadcast. It's all proportionate. Good evening, everybody. After all of that, welcome to Wrenthorpe Palladium. My name's Jessica Rowbottom. I'm the single sole member of the Bleeding Obvious, and I'm glad you can hear me now. Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad. You know that girl you thought you had? The girl's a boy, but don't feel bad. His happiness should make you glad. I was born this way. Born what way? Am I bi or straight or gay? Pendulum swing both ways. Where will I end up today? 'Cause life is never quite as straight as it seems. When you've worked it out, then you switch teams. So many labels, so many terms. The more you look, the deeper it turns. LGBTQIA, situational fluidity. I'm a demisexual, panromantic, polyamorous androgyne. Sitting in the middle of the gradient line, I'm an LGBT Frankenstein. Life is never quite as straight as it seems. When you've worked it out, then you switch teams. So come on, let's see. What might there be to label somebody like me? Well, there's lesbian and gay and bisexual and queer, pangender, transgender, demigender, androgyne, transsexual, two-spirited, andro, nu, twa, illicit gender, xenogender, aporogender, quad, bigender, aliagender, agender, intersex. Or maybe I'm just a questioning genderqueer. Where does that fit on the Kinsey scale, we ask ourselves, or the Klein sexual orientation grid? Maybe I'm just straight after all. I don't think so! Life is never quite as straight as it seems. When you've worked it out, then you switch teams. Life is never quite as straight as it seems. When you've worked it out, then you switch teams. And is it even a choice that any of us can make anyway? Hello and welcome to Wrenthorpe Palladium, also known as our dining room. Those of you who've been here before will hopefully sort of vaguely recognise the place. You might notice that we've moved things around a bit. That's because we went into renovating the house and things like that. And so I've got a little bit more space to move around here now. It's quite nice. We're coming to you live from Wrenthorpe, Wakefield. There is the studio cat is around somewhere. Puskins occasionally may put in an appearance. If so, just nod and smile. I do, you know. I'm quite happy to welcome back on producer duties. There is producer Helen Everybody in the chat room say hello to producer Helen, who forgot to turn my audio on and shut off the titles just before they started and all that kind of thing. But that's all right. We'll fix it in the edit. That's what they say. And at least we weren't as bad as BBC One the other night when basically their entire presentation section just crashed. So, no, at least I can do stuff from here, so we're all right. For those of you who haven't joined us before, and I'm sure there are some of you out there, please do say hi. We are a lovely lot. We're, you know, the Bleeding Obvious fans are a beautiful, wonderful pile of people. I'm always pleased to see and chat to you on and off elsewhere, all that kind of thing. And it's all really nice. For those of you who are new anyway, you might have guessed that I write songs about being queer. And, you know, I'm under that big alphabety spaghetti umbrella, as are many of us. And as part of that, there's a coming out experience, isn't there? There is a coming out experience. And people say things to you, such as, it's just a phase. Are you sure it's not just a phase? I'm pretty positive it's not just a phase, sweetheart. Or they'll say things like, oh, does that mean you're an Indian now? Because they don't want to say the word. They don't want to say the word lesbian or gay, and what have you. Or they'll just give you insults, which does happen. Sometimes you get the response, it's all right by me, don't you? You know, I've just come out with the most monumental thing I've ever said, and you say, well, it's all right by me, as though you're giving me permission. Well, your permission is not required. Acknowledgement would be nice. Recognition is essential for me to live my life. Your agreement is not needed. Understanding would be good. Comprehension's not a given. To recognise my womanhood. My biology's not your business, but still you scrutinise, decide whether I'm pink or blue based on what's between my thighs. Your reasoning is flawed, 'cause it's not so black and white. My gender, my identity, they're my basic human rights. But the sermons of hate come thick and fast. A second wave debate pulled from the past. Gender critical, political class. I find your misogynist argument crass. Yeah, Boys Magazine, I'm looking at you. So next time that you lie down in front of the parade, or post offensive stickers, or shout offensive names, when I next need the bathroom, and let's face it, we all do, I'd like to not get attacked again, 'cause I need to go to the loo. And let's face it, we all need to go to the loo. And you're absolutely right, you know, we do need to go to the loo, all of us. So, yeah, there's been a little bit more transphobia than usual kicking around, hasn't there, kids? It's not a great thing. My admiration rather goes to these chaps, these folks, mermaids. Today's mug of tea is mermaids. They are transgender kids charity, absolutely brilliant people who help with counselling and all sorts of things and parental assistance, all that sort of stuff. Nice folk. The kids who need to express their gender identity in one way or another. And they don't get surgery until they're into their adult life. So come on, let's not start all that. For those of us on the other side of things, a bit later on, for those of us who are on the other side of things, and who've come out of the closet later on in life, there's a general curve that you go along. And this is a song about that curve, and it's called Gender Babylon. Last night she wore the dress, she put those closet fears to the test, stepping outside with the wind on her face, up at 3 in a club someplace, danced the night away, danced the pain away, chameleon by day and herself by night. Then at the end when the shutters come down, it's back to the daytime job in town, and children stop and stare because of the fear inside her. The implication is that 'cause she's in between, she's neither. It's not a phase, it's not a craze, new attitudes keep hanging on, be set upon, your friends are gone for Gender Babylon. And it's days at home, hiding the clothes, changing the laybys hidden by the shadows. The other day she went out for a friend, someone else who thinks it's a trend, hoping for the courage to go see a man who could hopefully help her form a plan. But the strength is elusive, the days are draining, painfully aware that time is passing, and children stop and stare because of the fear inside her. The implication is that 'cause she's crossed the line, she's neither. It's not a phase, it's not a craze, new attitudes and platitudes keep hanging on, be set upon, your friends are gone for Gender Babylon. She won and lost and she won again. The question wasn't if, but a definite when. Jennifer, Emily, Zoe or Lisa? You pick a name, you hope it suits you. Losing friends, unwanted attention. Losing family, marital tension. Never can stop coming out when there's history snapping at your heels throughout, and children stop and stare because of the fear inside her. The implication is that now she's crossed the line, she's neither. It's not a phase, it's not a craze, new attitudes and platitudes keep hanging on, be set upon, your friends are gone for Gender Babylon, for Gender Babylon. The days are long, but the nights are longer. And the days are long, but I'm getting stronger. And it's him, her, Mrs., she, Miss, Mr., they, it's me, you, pink, blue, girl, boy, them. Thank you. I'm thinking about rapturous applause going on here. Am I getting rapturous applause? Producer Helen is feeding back whatever's going on over there. So, yes, we seem to have settled into a vibe now. We've settled into a vibe. This is good, isn't it? You know, it's like having you all in my dining room in better, nicer times. You know, sharing a cheese board, few glasses of wine each, little bit of song, maybe things we can sing together. So let's do this one. Okay. I mean, when I came out, it wasn't quite a roller coaster, joyous ride of, oh yeah, it's that, snap. There were lots of other things that, you know, came into play. And, you know, we evolve as humans, don't we? So there was one incident where I was on a particularly disastrous date, you know. I was on a particularly disastrous date in Leeds. I was at Viaduct Show Bar. Not a place I tend to frequent that much. But in my alcohol-fueled haze, I suddenly realised that I was a woman who liked other women, which made me a lesbian. But I got this pendulum that swung different ways. So I was a genderqueer woman, genderqueer lesbian. That was my label for the moment anyway. She stands on the edge of the sea, watching the stage and the drag queens melt in the background of the bar. Time for someone else to be the star. No need to feel abandoned, dancing slowly to the disco beat. No need to get much closer. Keep your distance, bask in the heat. She sips her rum and coke, remembers the days she was in on the joke. Built the walls, hide within, must be happy in her skin. No longer the talk of the party, curious questions on constant repeat. Stay away from arms of strangers, nothing more than a peck on the cheek. On the edges, watching from the shadows, like a wallflower. On the sidelines, searching for the borders, like a wallflower. On the edges, watching from the shadows, just like a wallflower. On the sidelines, searching for the borders, like a wallflower. Cause I'm a witchy and switchy, soft femme quedo, lowbrow aesthete, rainbow heart. Study celestials under a night sky, glue us together as we fall apart. Live our ideologies, our liberation rituals, unravel our complexities. I'll revel in yours, remind me of the pleasures in your gentle little touches. Sketch out profiles, we're on the spectrum. Eccentric perfection, ambidextrous momentum. Live life, love, on the spectrum. just a wallflower. And keeping on with the Disastrous.
Thanks for calling. Sorry I'm not here right now. I'll call you back when I'm a bit less busy. Bye.
Keeping on with the Disastrous Dates. Here we go. When I saw you, I liked your split skirt with the thigh boots, you're making me flirt. Jokes in bad taste, they made me smile. Tossed your hair back with panache and style. Asked you on a date, you liked your drinks long, with the jukebox playing your song. You liked my shoes, I liked the dress you wore, the way we danced before the bittersweet goodbye. Bittersweet goodbye. We got it going on. Kissing upstairs, roommate wanted me gone. Asked me to leave, I think I got your number. But when I called you, bittersweet goodbye was a bittersweet goodbye. Got home last night, messages, one new. Found a guy you liked and now we're through. Life is empty, I don't know where to go. I tried to find you, your profile's down low. Your profile's down so low. Your profile's down low. Where are you? Where are you? Why don't you answer the phone? Answer the phone. Why won't you answer the phone? Thank you. That was a song from my first album, the debut album, titled The Bleeding Obvious, affectionately known as Debut, wherever we see it. So, I am actually going to play a new song for you. It is a brand new song, and it is yet again a song. It follows on from the Disastrous Dating thing, but this is a jolly song about narcissism. A jolly song about narcissism. And I'm sort of vaguely tempted to try putting Sven on this, but I've not actually practiced it, so I think I probably won't. We'll save Sven for a little bit later. Okay. I have some lyrics. So if I keep looking down, it's because I've got lyrics on my lap. Okay? Oh, we're going to camera 2. Hello, camera 2. Anyway, this is a song called Don't you still want me? Do you still want me? Was it something that I said? Don't you still want me? But you're out with someone else instead. And I'll if you call, I wish you'd write like lovers are meant to do. 'Cause it feels like you don't want me like I want you. I'm sure you don't mean it when you say the things you say. At least I hope you don't mean it, at least not in that way. So I'll do the dishes, I'll make the tea, I'll sweep the kitchen floor. Let it slowly sink through, you don't want me anymore. Sooner or later, you'll change your mind. When you're lonely or sad and you're that way inclined, decide once more, I'm your partner in crime. But I'll not wait around for you this bloody time. Cause right now you don't want me. It's not anything I said. You don't really want me. You're just living rent-free in my head. So I'm keeping calm, I'm carrying on. I'm falling apart at the seams. But I'll find someone else. Yes, I'll find someone else. Oh, I'll find someone else to share my dreams. There we go. You got a new song out of me tonight. A brand new song that's about... It's a jolly song about ghosting and narcissism and people that chew you up and leave you standing and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's go on to a really nice, happy song, shall we? Let's do this one. This is a song I wrote for my wife. Become a bit of a sapphic anthem. Sitting in a bar near Soho Square, boy meets girl, confident air, buys a drink and that's where it ends. Gotta get going, no time for boyfriends. I know where I'd rather be, lying together, you and me. 'Cause there's plenty of guys around the world, and you know me, I'm a one-girl girl. Yes, there's plenty of guys around the world, and you know me, I'm a one-girl girl. Strolling down the street, everyone I meet, boy meets girl, that's kinda sweet. Me, I ain't got time for no guys, relations like that don't give me butterflies. I know where I'd rather be, lying together, you and me. 'Cause there's plenty of guys around the world, and you know me, I'm a one-girl girl. Yes, there's plenty of guys around the world, and you know me, I'm a one-girl girl. A one-girl girl. Say hello to Sven! than me, but I don't dig that kind of scene. When there's plenty of guys around the world, and you know me, I'm a one-girl girl. Yeah, there's plenty of guys around the world, and you know me. Who's your one-girl girl? A one-girl girl. Who's your one-girl girl? Come on, sing it at home. Plenty of guys around the world, and you know me, I'm a one-girl girl. Around the world, and you know me. Who's your one-girl girl? Hooray! So there we go. There we go. We've got Sven. Sven came out for a tootle. Oh yes. I know who Sven's biggest fan is, and he's probably in the audience, aren't you, Josh? I think Josh might be Sven's biggest fan, you know. So where are we at? Let me just change my little console down here so I can see a bit more what's going on here. Yeah. Now I haven't done this song this way for quite a long time. So if I lose my way in it, you sort of have to forgive me a little, because I didn't realise exactly how hard to practice it was. Did you think I'd stumble? Did you think I'd stall? Without you there to catch me, I would fall. I'm doing fine, thank you. I don't need your safety net. My knife is so much simpler, it's all proportionate. Free fall, I'm dragging you down. Free fall, get up off the ground. Free fall, and you bounce back stronger. Free fall, I'm dragging you down. Free fall, get up off the ground. Free fall, and you bounce back stronger. You took the next plane home, you left me all alone. Don't even call, we don't speak at all. I walk the line each day, didn't have to be this way. Someday we might meet, say something bittersweet. Look back, that's for fools, I'm breaking all the rules. Keep it in the past, me, myself and I at last. And so I close the door, I don't need you anymore. Close the door, don't want you anymore. Close the door, don't have me anymore. Close the door, I don't need you anymore. Close the door, don't want you anymore. Close the door, don't have me anymore. And I'm me, myself, and I at last. Yeah, I'm me, myself, and I at last. I'm me, myself, and I at last. Oh. Now, I actually had, there's a few requests in tonight's show. Which camera are we on, Helen?
Let's go one.
Okay, thank you. So I've taken some requests tonight, actually, and that was one of them. So the person that asked for that, cheers. Here's some tea. Well, now I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been in quite a lot of acoustic shows recently. Principally because it's all great fun doing all this sort of stuff, but, you know, sometimes it's nice just banging around on a piano, and it takes quite a lot to set all of this up. And it's prone to things going wrong, as we've seen. I mean, for instance, we've lost camera 3 now. We've lost camera 3, haven't we, Helen?
We've lost camera 3.
Right.
Well, no, anyway, I've put it on.
Oh, right, okay, we lost camera 3, which is why you're not getting any more teardrop. But anyway, I've written some stuff that sometimes feels like it works better in acoustic. And also, it's been one of those years where I haven't been able to get with the usual musicians that I like to perform with and play with and all that kind of stuff. And I've got some lovely, lovely, lovely people scheduled for album 3, the ever far-reaching album 3. And I've just been unable to get them together. So I've done quite a lot of acoustic stuff. And sitting in my studio, I wrote a soundtrack, a score for another film recently. That was it was all great fun, actually. It's based on the Forgotten Women of Wakefield stuff. This is about Lady Catherine Gaskell. If you want to go look for the Forgotten Women of Wakefield stuff when you finished here today, it really is quite good. But it was quite fun writing themes for different characters. For instance, you know, we've got the you know, the main bow behind it, you know. Which is all that sort of sonata form. And then you've got the, you know, the American chap about town. So that's what I've been doing. But in the meantime, I wrote this song that was going to be performed at Pride's this year. And of course, we never quite got round to it, did we? Anyway, there is a full electric version of this, but I'm going to do the acoustic one because I've been doing it a lot recently, and it's quite nice to play. And I've recorded a version of it for the Positive East fundraiser, and that's going to be broadcast next Wednesday for World AIDS Day. And it's in E. I grew up in the shadow of 28, not much hope, a lot of hate, desperate to emancipate what we felt inside. The songs we heard kept us alive, glad to be gay and I will survive. A dance floor in a seedy dive, drag queens on the mic. Take my hand and march along, together we are strong. Oh hey oh, we'll keep our rainbow flying here. Oh hey oh, your bigotry's not welcome here. Oh hey oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. The red top rags and the figureheads condemned the sick and outed the dead. As the epidemic quickly spread, we were terrified. In playgrounds we dodged abuse from teenage bullies on the loose. Freedom for the right to choose kept us unified. Take my hand and march along, together we are strong. Oh hey oh, we'll keep our rainbows flying here. Oh hey oh, your bigotry's not welcome, dear. Oh hey oh, hey, oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. And decades on, we face the same as politicians take their aim. Cowards hide behind fake names, encouraged by the right. Celebrities who sermonize, hypocrites who moralize. Once again, we'll see your lies. We're standing side by side. Take our hand and march along. Together we are strong. Oh, hey, oh, oh, hey, oh, we'll keep our rainbows flying here. Oh, hey, oh. Oh, hey, oh, your bigotry's not welcome, dear. Oh, hey, oh, I'm gonna wear my colours with pride. I'm wearing my colours with pride. Thank you. Oh, the silence is deafening when we have this sort of stuff, isn't it? We live in difficult times, don't we? We were going to have lots and lots of prides this year. My calendar had in it all sorts of really cool stuff. I'd been invited to compare the London Pride Picnic, for instance, and do a show there. I was booked for Glastonbury. I was booked for all sorts of prides and everything like that. There's a sold-out show in London that's twice postponed, but we're hoping we can do it in March. And yeah, it's all been a bit of a rubbish year. But one of the nice things about prides being online and remote and all this kind of thing is we've been able to have people come along who otherwise would not feel it safe to do so. So let's just take something away from this, and that's that our prides, our rainbow flags, have reached an audience that they would never have reached. So let's take that away, because I think that's quite an important point. However, prides can be a bit of a pain in the bum, really, can't they? Because you get tourists. All the tourists turn up, don't they, and go, oh, look at the queers. Let's, they're all marching down and all this kind of thing. Oh, yeah, look at them. Like, oh, Marjorie, have you seen that one? Have you seen, have you seen that one, Marjorie? She hasn't got much on, has she? No, it's that sort of thing. Helen's looking at me at the moment as though I've gone bonkers. Well, the first Pride I went to about a decade ago, slightly longer now, was Pride in London. And I remember seeing some tourists in the crowd and hearing what they were saying, and overheard them going, oh, you can tell the ones that aren't really gay because they can't dance. To that I say, can't dance, don't care. Sequin dress and stilettos, Pan's people had the moves. I got scars of years gone by, but I'm still singing the same tunes. I fancy this, she fancies that, don't give a second thought. Come and have a dance sometime, let's see what you got. Did your confidence disturb you? Did I sashay across the floor? I've been through battles and wars and more, but I ain't keeping score. I'll stand up and be counted, balls to them all. Cause no one needs to have you back when your back's against the wall. So you say that I can't dance? Well, I don't care. You tell me I can't dance? Well, I don't care. Ain't holding out for a hero, cause sweetheart, I'm my own. Tell me I can't carry on, well babe, your cover's blown. Oh yeah, cause you're an ally, cause you're curious who I'm kissing. Well, I'm here to remind you just what you could be missing. When seduced by glitter and rainbows, the queers know where it's at. But I'm not your Tinder fantasy, and you won't bell this cat. And I know it's complicated, and I'm a paradox. But hella baby, I might be broken, but I'm a total fox. And you say that I can't dance? Well, I don't care. You tell me I can't dance? Well, I don't care. You say that I can't dance. Well, I don't care. You tell me I can't dance. Well, I don't care. I'm having fun, I ain't sorry. Whatever you might think, when you're turning up a pride and you're pretending that you're pink, your privilege is showing through the thin veneer. But I see people of your vintage around here every year when you're standing on the sidelines, caught up in the cheers. Did I hear that wrong, and was it actually a sneer? And I might not fit your ideals and what your cliches say, but screw your expectations. I'm proud this way. But you say that I can't dance. Well, I don't care. You tell me I can't dance. Well, I don't care. Now, for folks who've seen this song before, you sort of know what's happened here, don't you? Because, for those who don't know, this is actually meant to be a proper disco number. And I don't have a backing band. There's just me and this piano, at least for this song. So I sort of get a bit lost about what I'm going to do here. And I think maybe I just want to go, I don't know. Ooh, I feel love, I feel love, I feel love, I feel love, I feel love. I feel love, I feel love, I feel love, I feel love, I feel love. And that's sort of all I know of that one. I know what we'll do. I'm giving you everything, all the joy you bring, and I swear, and all that I promise you, want you to, is the promise you will be a really good trans ally, please. There are lots of people who are trying to separate us all. Divide and conquer, usually funded by the right-wing Christian fundamentalist kids, and we all know how batshit fun they are. So please, if you say that I can't dance, well, I don't care. Thank you. And we sort of get to the final song now, don't we? We get to the final song. Big awe in the chat room. We are getting to the end of this. There are other gigs coming up. As a point of admin's trivia, there are other gigs coming up. We have the next one after this is Chapel FM on the 12th of December, when I'll be participating in the Chapel FM Musicathon, and I'll probably be coming from the studio for that one. My studio, not Chapel FM's. We're not allowed. Lockdown, tier 3. Sorry, kids. There is a possibility of a live stream coming from a venue in Leeds, mid-December. And then it would be lovely to see everybody come along virtually for the Christmas party. You can go and have a look on my website. If you go to bleedingobvious.uk, they're all listed there. And, you know, if there's demand, if people want it, I will do another Wrenthorpe Palladium. You know, we've had 3 Wrenthorpe Palladiums and it's been lovely. But now I think I need to work on maybe some more songs, don't I? Don't I really? So anyway, we are here. And Helen's been to the loo by the looks of things. So I'll stop wittering. Pardon? You're welcome, sweetheart. So yeah, here we are. The last song. And I always finish my set off with this. Because, well, we've got to keep going, haven't we? All of us. I've yet to meet a person who hadn't been beat by something someone did or said. There will be happy times ahead, sometimes it don't work out. You want to scream and shout where it's easy to be you, then life would be so untrue. Take each day at a time, soon the sun will shine. There's a hill you need to climb, one foot in front of the other. Take each day at a time, you know the sun will shine. Life won't always be sublime, one foot in front of the other. I've yet to learn of someone who didn't U-turn collateral along the road in a big depressive episode. When it don't check out, stop, work it out, perhaps out of the blue. They'll see a different side of you, and take each day at a time, soon the sun will shine. There's a hill you need to climb, one foot in front of the other. Take each day at a time, you know the sun will shine. Life won't always be sublime, one foot in front of the other. And here we are at the Jerry Springer moment. The Jerry Springer moment where we say thank you to everybody who's come along. Thank you all of you in the chat room. Thank you to producer Helen, who's been pressing buttons. Not necessarily the right ones, but sometimes in the right order. And as for you lot, we live in difficult times. So when everything's crashing about you, take each day at a time, soon the sun will shine. There's a hill you need to climb, one foot in front of the other. Take each day at a time, you know the sun will shine. Life won't always be so fine, one foot in front of the other. And take each day at a time. Take each day at a time. And life is never quite as straight as it seems. My name's Jessica Rowbottom. I'm the single sole member of the band called The Bleeding Obvious. Thank you very much for having me, and good night, everybody. Keep each other safe, stay safe yourselves, and most of all, keep listening. Thank you!